It was a bit muggy in this car and all that, so I had to turn on the AC this morning. Uh, Good morning, everybody. Here we are. It is Monday once again. Um, why is Billy Piper even on Wednesday? Is this just another classic example of, well, we got this person who's kind of popular, so we're going to stick her on the show? Because so far in the first half of the show, what has this character really done? A whole big fat bag of nothing, other than show up every now and then on screen. It's reminding me severely of what they did with Yasmin Finney in the last couple series of Doctor Who. Oh, Rose Noble's here. Oh, did you hear the train? Up. Well, shit. Okay. Screw you, Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, well. I'm not kidding. Well, Billy Piper plays this music like teacher. Apparently she's supposed to be a werewolf, which... The thing is, though, I got to go back and rewatch some of this series, because it's like... I'm like, why is she even here? It's like... Unless maybe her character is going to do something in the back half of the series. And then I'm like, you wasted all this money for what? But the good news is, like I said, Eccleston is coming to Chicago TARDIS. The bad news is, he's only going to be Saturday only. And it's like Saturday, I usually get all my shit done on Friday. And then Saturday, as early as possible, preferably before noon, we're on the road. Because it's a 4 and something plus hour drive home. We take the back roads. We don't take the interstates, trust me. And there's a reason why you don't take the interstates, especially the Chicago Loop. And if you want to avoid the Chicago Loop, you got to go through all these stupid-ass toll booths that, oh, you magically, people who've never lived there suddenly get a little thing in them. Oh, you were supposed to stop here and pay a toll. Really? Thank you for telling me that now, months later. All right, but... Who's Lady Gaga going to play in what? I haven't seen her at all. Okay, but get ready for this. This is the one that really shocked the piss out of me, and it shouldn't have. L'Oreal, a makeup brand that's been around forever. Well, I think it's well over a century L'Oreal's been around. Well, have hired an OnlyFans model / actress. Apparently all you gotta do is go on camera now. You could say, what's her name, Blue, is now an actress, by the way. For their latest makeup model. I'm like, guys, I'm not kidding. I just want to walk into one of the head offices. Head office. I bet she's running that too. But okay, walk into one of the offices at L'Oreal and go, guys, come here. Okay, so Lady Gaga is finally showing up. So once again, it's like, there she is. I'm like, halfway through the series? But all right. It's beginning to look like it's a celebrity shell game. But all right, back to L'Oreal. Going to L'Oreal, I want to go in there and say, guys, when she said she come here, come on, Dr. Freedom's going to enlighten you. When this model you've hired says she's an expert on facials, that's not makeup on her face. Okay, it's not a mud bath. Let's just say it's spelled like it's kind of spelled like Yemen, but it doesn't rhyme with it. All right. Ugh. Yeah, change one letter and yeah, it doesn't rhyme with Yemen. Okay, you see what I mean? It's really, it's like maybe they should have hired her as a mattress specialist. But or depending on what furniture is around me, well, you can do this on this furniture. It just amazes me that they're, in 80s terms, they're hiring someone whose main specialty is getting oingo boingoed in her Velvet Underground as the new makeup model. Oh, I know you're all going about Wednesday, and it's like, my goodness gracious. Oh, like I said, Wednesday is kind of like all over the place so far. But I'm like I said, why is Billie Piper even there? Unless her character is going to do something in the back half of the season, which I'm hoping is what happens. Because other than, oh, look, there's the hide again. I don't give two flying shakes of a rat's ass about the hide. Oh, look, Enid's running with the pack, so to speak, now, and left poor Ajax sitting there in the dirt. Ugh. Oh. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, maybe she's playing Aunt Ophelia. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, that is an interesting idea. Like I said, I don't give a damn about One Piece. To me, it's simple-minded garbage. Like I said, I don't. If you like it, that's on you. I'm not going to berate you for it, but I'm like, this should have stayed a cartoon. I made it like a couple episodes in that first season, and click, I was done. I'm sorry, it's just not my kind of anime. Nobody has said anything about where the HBO Max stuff is going. That's probably because they don't know where it's going. It's. What really upsets me is the fact that has anyone even seen a copy of Sarah Jane Adventures on DVD, Blu-ray? Available for sale anywhere? That's a series I knew I should have grabbed when I had the chance, and oh. Well, the thing is, if Disney Plus is done with Doctor Who, I highly doubt that they're going to be airing any of the other stuff. Yeah, but the last time I checked, it was ridiculously priced. Yeah, I remember that. You're right. That thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that oh great. Now my brain's blanking. Yeah, they were played by the same actress. And like I said, my brain's blanking right now. Someone throw up the name because I'm having one of those hard drive recovery days, all right? Thank you. Like I said, yeah, Carolyn Jones played both roles. No, that sounds right. No, no, no. I'm talking the original TV series, Mark, not the original movies. With her and Raul Julia and all that. We're talking back in the John Aston days is what I was talking about on the TV series. Ophelia, Chris War showed up, and It was just the same. Carolyn Jones played both roles, Morticia and Ophelia. But that is an interesting thought, that maybe Lady Gaga is going to play Ophelia. I don't know. Well, the problem is, like I said, my big thing with, I love how everybody's turning to Jamie Lee Curtis for it. Folks, Jamie Lee Curtis, how many jobs has she actually had outside of acting? Because, like I said, she is another one of the great Hollywood Nepo children. Daughter of Janet Leigh and, what was it, Tony Curtis, I believe it was. Yeah, Danielle Harris. That's like I said, the only thing I remember Danielle Harris from, to be honest with you, is when she played the daughter, I think Darian on the Last Boy Scout, and then she went on to do some other things, but. Mainly like she's a scream queen these days, pretty much. Like I said, though, it's. Which is ironic because that's pretty much what Jamie Lee Curtis started out as for the most part. Oh, they're still talking about the Great Space Coaster or whatever that's coming this way. Oh, well. The only thing that came out of space I was worried about's Apophis, but now they're claiming it's going to miss us, so that's good news. It wasn't a global killer, but it was going to make life intolerable for the few who survived anywhere within the collision area. Up to, including, like I said, the west coast of the U.S., probably up to the Rockies, and anyone in Japan was going to have a really bad day. It was going to be nasty if that one hit. No thanks. I don't want to have access to a TARDIS because gosh only knows what kind of damage I would do to the time-space continuum, okay? Sorry, it's just made me flash back to a story by King I read 11/22/63, and sadly, Mr. King's still living under the Oswald delusion that Oswald had anything to do with the killing of John F. Kennedy. And it's like, he couldn't have it if he wanted to. Like I said, the guy was a buffoon who, with a rifle, he just was no good at it. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a bazooka from the inside, yet you're still living in this belief that he somehow killed the president with a rifle with a wobbly scope, shooting through a Texas live oak at a moving target. Ugh, especially when the damage, I'm not going to go. I could spend weeks on that alone. So, but we are coming up on time here, and okay. No thanks. You saw what happened when the Flash, screwed around with time. You saw what happened with Rose Tyler messed around with time. Too bad we never saw the Reapers again, though, after Father's Day. But like I said, it's just weird to me that L'Oreal will go out and hire an OnlyFans model to sell their product. And I'm like, guys, that's not the kind of facial she specializes in. Okay. But okay, well, yeah, it's that time. I got to go inside according to the clock. So please remember, it's Monday. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you all hopefully again tomorrow. Blow it out your ass, Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, same to you, buddy. Yeah, look at me, Thomas. I can drive on a road. You're on tracks. You're going nowhere, Thomas. Your career's over. Head for the scrapyard. Oh. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your morning.